Yes, I know it's pretty early for iPhone 14 leaks, but we have an abundance of them delving into the new design, the cameras, and also a hole punch on the front. And so let's delve into these reports, but first, make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumors. And with that being said, let's just tuck in. Right, so the first report is coming from Mark Gurman. He says, the reason the iPhone 13s were so incremental is because Apple's engineers are focused on the major redesign coming with the iPhone 14. Now, of course, Gurman, as per usual, is pretty vague with this report and gives us no specific information on the major redesign, but thankfully we do have renders from Jon Prosser showcasing the new design that's gonna be heavily inspired by the iPhone 4. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I do think the iPhone 4's design is a little overrated, and I much prefer the design we saw with the iPhone 5, which is why I do prefer the iPhone 12/13 design over this rumored iPhone 14. But I'm sure I'm in the minority because, judging by the response for these renders, a lot of people love the iPhone 4 and its design, and so yeah, this would be the right move for Apple. But I will say that these are early iPhone leaks, and of course in the past, very early leaks about future iPhones are never accurate, and so yes, do take this with a grain of salt, and also do remember that Apple often has a 3-year cycle with their phones, and of course, next year should be the 3rd year of the iPhone 12 design, so I would not be surprised if Apple pushes back this design for the iPhone 15. But anyways, going back to Gurman's report, he does say there should be new entry-level and Pro models, and this could be referring to the new regular Max size that's going to be replacing the Mini. So yes, from now on there's going to be 2 6.1-inch models and 2 6.7-inch models, and to be honest, I do prefer this because I love the size of the Pro Max, but I hate the weight that comes alongside it, and so if Apple gives us a 6.7-inch aluminium non-Pro iPhone, I would buy that immediately. Anyways, delving into the second report, this comes from Ming-Chi Kuo. Now, the first thing he says is that we're going to see a new 48 megapixel main sensor on the iPhone 14. Now, this does make sense because next year should be the camera year, much like the iPhone 7 Plus and also the iPhone 11 Pro. And so much like those iPhones, I expect Apple to give us a major new hardware feature with the cameras, and a new 48 megapixel main sensor could be just that. And by the way, Kuo believes we're gonna see this on the Pro models only, which does make sense because, again, like those previous camera years, we saw a lot of the new camera features only on the higher end models. Now, the other thing Kuo says is a little more interesting, and that is a hole punch on the front of the iPhone 14. Now, this, by the way, is seen on the renders by Jon Prosser, but I will say that I do have my doubts over this feature coming to the iPhone 14. You see, Apple rarely changes the front of the iPhone. For example, we had the same size notch for 4 years on the iPhone, and only just now did they shrink it with the iPhone 13, and so it's a little hard to believe that Apple's gonna go from the smaller notch to a hole punch within the space of a year. Honestly, if Apple's plan was to give us this design in 2022, why even bother shrinking the notch with the iPhone 13? They could have just kept it the same size and then gone to the hole punch immediately without this half step. So yeah, for a company that rarely changes their designs, this seems a little hard to believe. Also, because of the hole punch, Apple's gonna give us in-display Face ID, which seems a little unrealistic because I doubt that tech is gonna be ready by 2022. So yes, on the whole, I do have my doubts over these reports. I think that since these iPhones are yet to enter mass production, many things about them can change, and so yes, I would take these early iPhone leaks with a massive grain of salt. But anyways guys, tell me your thoughts on this new iPhone 14 design. Anyways, thank you for watching guys, make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumors. Check out the video in the icon above on details regarding the M1X MacBook Pros, and on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya peeps.